Well, hello and welcome back. This is Sheri Cook, women's coach and trainer for permanent weight loss. And today we're doing another EFT video, Emotional Freedom Technique. And we're actually going to be tapping for issues regarding negative self-talk or negative beliefs about ourselves. And you know, all of us pick up things in our environment from the time we're born. So if you had a particularly critical or negative parent, it's real easy to have internalized their voice. And for some of us, that negativity was just so constant that we really identified with it. And it's ongoing in the back of your mind so that you really don't even, you don't notice it because it's always been there. So the first thing is to become more and more aware of any negative self-talk or critical ways that you talk to yourself, because then that's really how you regard yourself. It's how you treat yourself. It's really how you unconsciously expect the world and others to treat you too. So we really want to transform that, don't we? So I'm going to start with a phrase today that is a common thought that many women, when they first start working with me, while they're hopeful and excited, there's still a part of them that's skeptical and worried that this isn't going to work for them. So we really want to address that right away. And as always, we start with whatever the surface awareness is of the issue. And as we tap, we're going to open up our energy body, and that's where these treasures start to come out. That is what the real emotional drivers are, and that's what we really want to get to. Okay? All right, good. So I'm going to start with the phrase, I'm worried that this won't work for me, or what if this won't work for me, right? Does that ring a bell? Okay, so here we go. And as always, copy me, tap where I'm tapping, say what I say. You can modify the words a bit to make it more true for you, so feel free to do that. You want to get yourself out of the way. Remember, there's no rules or right way to say this. You just want to trust whatever's coming up for you. Trust yourself. The more you do this, the more you're going to open up a flow of communication within yourself. And that's what we want to have happen. All right, so here we go. Even though I'm worried that this isn't going to work for me, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I'm skeptical that this can really work for me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I sure hope so, but I'm not 100% certain that this is going to work for me, I forgive myself for that thought, and I accept myself anyway. All these fears and thoughts that this might not work for me. What if this doesn't work for me? I'll be so devastated. Nothing has ever worked for me before. Why should this work for me? I'm just so afraid this won't work for me. I don't even want to think about it. I'm afraid to acknowledge these fears because I'm afraid I'll make them come true. But the truth is, I'm afraid this won't work for me. And that makes me feel, I feel deflated just even thinking about that. I want to be hopeful. I want to be hopeful, but I have nothing to base that on. I just don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. That's what the deal is. I've never been able to follow through on anything before. I really feel like I can't count on myself. That makes me feel really bad. I feel bad that I can't trust myself. In fact, it makes me feel sad. I'm starting to feel sad. Okay, so this is good. So some real emotions starting to come up. So take a deep breath. And then we're going to continue. Even though I'm starting to feel so sad because I have failed and failed and failed And I really don't trust myself anymore. I just don't seem to have what it takes. And that's what I'm really afraid of. I'm afraid, and I'm sad. I'm so sad that I don't seem to have what it takes. And especially because that's how I feel about myself. I choose to be gentle and compassionate and loving of myself just the way I am. Even though I feel so sad and I'm so scared that I can't count on myself, that I feel like a failure, like there's just something missing. I don't have what it takes. I deeply love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel so vulnerable right now. I feel really exposed and I feel really vulnerable right now. I'm just really afraid that I don't have what it takes. I deeply and profoundly love, accept, and forgive myself. Wow, I feel so vulnerable. I feel so vulnerable. I feel so little. I don't feel so afraid right now. I just feel vulnerable. I choose to love myself even though I feel so vulnerable. I choose to be compassionate with myself even though I feel so exposed. I choose to love and accept myself no matter how I feel. I choose to regard myself with respect and kindness no matter what. I choose to treat myself with respect and kindness. I choose to be my own best friend no matter what. I choose to be my own cheerleader no matter what. Wow, that's what's been missing. I've been so negative to myself. I've been so disrespectful to myself. I've been so abusive to myself. And I forgive myself. I can actually feel. I feel so sad. I feel grief. I feel grief about how badly I've treated myself. And even though I've done that in the past, this is a new day for me. This is a new day. This is a breakthrough for me. I choose to treat myself with love and gentleness and respect from here on out, every day, no matter what. I love, accept, and forgive myself. Wow, there you go. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. It's like I'm channeling. So let me know if this was helpful for you or if you need any help at all. All right, until next time, keep tapping. All right, bye-bye.